Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jahan, 180!
Mike 27. Watch the slant.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Check. Crunch.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now Cousins. He's got a man complete. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 65 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jones off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game.
But a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
10 logos.
Come on, come on.
Be different.
Here's Gallman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
8, read.
Game situation, let's go.
Snap.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
5.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And we're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Throwing, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
The hunt. 180.
Mike 47.
300.
Get him.
To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen, is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Five.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Cook. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Gallman will run it. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Now Gallman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the toss, there goes Gallman. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And Ingram holds it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
15 line. Here we go.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
X3, 218, chop it. Ready.
The final shot before break. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Check, 47. Got you. Hey, switch gears. Check.
They run it again with Cook. And And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On second down, it's Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all captain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a run with Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gotta do better.
First down, here's Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, high 7.
7's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Hey, can't.
Again, it's Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good coach if we can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And Latimer's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This is Gallman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready?
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 55.
Jones operating from the gun. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Come on, lad. We better not.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Jones, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Not totally home-free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Throwing here, Cousins. This pass caught at the 4. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Cousins the thrower. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, in this one, Parker, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.